Last presentation this morning is from Badrinarayan Prabhu, one of our GBC members, Badrinarayan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. I will start with those words that every audience likes to hear. I will be short. I was asked to say something about my personal experience. So here goes. And there's a theme. The theme is love sought, love lost, love found. And not romantic love, don't worry, we're not. You don't have to call the sannyas ministry after, you're okay. Before I became, and I'm still trying to become a devotee, but before I became a devotee, I was a young man, believe it or not, I was young at one time. And I remember looking out at the trajectory of my life. And I saw people all doing the same thing. You know, education, occupation, marriage, take care of a family, drop dead, ki jai. Have a little titillation along the way. And is that really all life was for? And I remember thinking, if you have a bucket of water, just picture for a moment a bucket of water, and if you put your hand in that bucket of water, Hare Krishna, what happens to the water line? It goes up. What happens when you take your hand out? It goes right back to where it was, as if your hand was never there. And I remember thinking, do I want to just waste my life? Am I just going to take up space? You know, breathe oxygen. When I'm dead, maybe 5 or 6 people will cry for me for a few months. And then that's it? Is that all there is to life? So, and I also remember thinking that people are suffering. I was on the track to become a doctor. My father wanted me to become a lawyer, but that's another thing. But I was on the track to become a doctor. And I remember thinking, fine, I solved one disease, I cure them for 5 minutes. You got the picture. Does that really solve the problem? How to actually help the world? And then I got Prabhupada's books. And I could understand individually what my goal was and how to actually help the world. Prabhupada gives example, if you throw a rock into a pond, concentric circles radiate out. If you have the outside circle, you have all the subordinate or interior circles. So morally, economically, environmentally, everything is solved by Krishna consciousness. So I was so enthusiastic when I joined the Hare Krishna movement, I'm going to save the world. That's love sought. Love lost, I spent many years as a temple president. You wonder why I'm half crazy. I have a legitimate excuse. Somebody said the other day to me, "Brother, you're getting gray hairs." I said, and everyone's got a name on it. I can tell you where I got it. I was in the shower one time. Devotee climbed up on the box, called into the window, "Badri, can I talk to you?" I said, "Prabhu, I'm in the shower." The devotee said, "I don't mind." The idea that I might be entitled to a little private space for not even on the radar. So, and I'm going to be short. But when I come here, and I saw that trailer, you know, the trailer of Krishna consciousness around the world, how it's happening, and when I see all these seminars, and I see all of you intelligent, there's an old Groucho Marx joke, excuse me, I would never belong to a club that would have me. So you'll figure it out later on. But when I look out here, and I see the quality of the leaders, intelligent, surrendered Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, I am proud to have membership in this association. And I think, don't throw me out. I'm trying to improve. But I guess I'll say this. My mother passed away. I had very good parents by Krishna's grace. My mother passed away, and she was a popular lady, and I was at her funeral. And, you know, dressed like this and all that stuff. when I joined the Hare Krishna movement, people thought I'd lost my mind. It made as much, literally, it made as much sense in 1970, you know, it made as much sense if I'd been beamed up by aliens. That would have made more sense. And so at this funeral, I met relatives, old family friends I hadn't seen in 40 years. And I had so many, I had at least a dozen people come up to me in the course of that, you know, there's a reception and all that stuff. So in the course of hanging around. Now these are people who made it materially. You know, Om Jaya Jagadishari, give me a new car and a house by the sea. They had it. They had it all. You know, they put all their kids through the good schools, they did everything, they got it. One man came up to me and said, I have grabbed life with both hands. I've managed to grab everything I wanted in life. And then he said to me, but somehow or other, happiness has slipped right through my fingers. Smart guy. I had people tell me, you know, is it too late for me? What is the meaning of my life? What have I done to make the world a better place? They were coming to, they said, to a man and to a lady, you did the right thing. So, I'm thinking of the Robert Frost, you know, two roads, you know, transgressed in the, you know, in the forest. I took the one less traveled, and that's made all the difference. So, at the time, it was a challenge. Have I made the right choice? Looking at you, looking at what ISKCON's doing, it's the right choice. One last thing, because I don't have my watch on. It's India. Watches work perfectly every... So we'll just finish. We'll finish.
You have 3 minutes.
Good. Perfect. Prabhupada was in Calcutta. Tarun Kanti Ghosh came to see him. He's some relative of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He was a wealthy businessman. He had a bunch of newspapers all over India. And he'd been to see a yogi who had made an apple. You know, Prapti City. And he was very impressed. Hey, let's assume it's real. Nothing up his sleeve. You know, the guy actually made an apple. So he kept going on to Prabhupada, I made an apple, this man made an apple. There's so many things about the apple. Now Prabhupada, as we all know, was humility personified. I can't help but digress a bit. Detroit airport, packed full of people, Prabhupada's leaving. 300 devotees, sprinkling rose water, kirtan, distributing prasad. We took over the whole airport. 15 madungas, 40 pairs of kartals, devotees offering full pranams. The businessmen couldn't get out. You know, they couldn't get their connecting flight. So they were pushing the devotees, brahmacharis were pushing back. It was just about to blow. Literally, it was about to, somebody was going to haul off and whack somebody. Rupanuga stood up. Rupanuga Prabhu at the time was the chairman of the GBC. He stood up on a little table, said, all ISKCON devotees, please clear the terminal. Not one single devotee moved, except for Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada got his little bag and said, no, Prabhupada, you stay. You know? But Prabhupada was thinking, you know, I'm an ISKCON devotee, my leader's making an announcement. We all tuned it out. So we could go on and on and on. I heard, we were trying to hang a picture one time. It's a long story. The short version, we bumped into Prabhupada, apologized. Prabhupada said, what? Prabhupada, completely, without any, you know, completely guileless. Prabhupada said, what? For service, you can stand on my head. To his disciple. So, humility personified. But to free this man from apple, I saw this yogi, it's such a mystical thing. Prabhupada said, I came to the West with nothing. I mean, literally, Prabhupada had 40 rupees or whatever, which you couldn't even convert. You couldn't even burn it in America. So what did it? Literally nothing. Prabhupada told the man, I had nothing. I had my books, and I had the order of my Guru Maharaj. And I sat down in the park, and I began to chant. I said, and from that chanting, with nothing, and New York was not a friendly city, trust me. Sitting alone, Prabhupada said, so many devotees came. And so many books came. So many deities came. So many temples came. And then Prabhupada said, and in every temple there are so many apples. So, you know, apple chutney, apple halwa. So, to make one apple, oh, big deal. but to open temples with devotees and books and schools and farms and deities and Rath Yatra festivals all over the world. It is a most mystical event. So all of us have that chance to live a valuable, a purposeful life, a divine purpose, to actually help people in this world, to give them what they really need, both for us and for the world. We have the chance to participate in a most mystical event, the spreading of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. And when I look out and I see all of you, I know it's going to happen. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Badrinarayan Prabhu. We'll be leaving.